So hi guys, welcome to the channel Learn Concepts with Nikil, Discover, Learn and Grow. So in this particular video, we will be learning about KPIs, that is nothing but key performance indicators, metrics and business drivers in management consulting, and all these are interlinked to each other. So this is the second video of the management consulting course part 2, and this is the lecture 19. So let's dive into each of them, right? So what are KPIs? That is nothing but key performance indicators. The full form of KPIs is nothing but key performance indicators. So let's see the definition. KPIs are measurable values that show how effectively a company is achieving its key business objectives. Simple, guys. KPIs are nothing but they are quantitative in nature and they are used to track the progress of the business objective or business goal, right? So this is the definition of KPI, and by KPIs matter for consultants track progress. So revenue is one of the KPI, and we can what you can say, we can measure the revenue, we can measure the market share, we can measure the profits, we can measure the production efficiency. So these are the KPIs, right? These are the KPIs which a company, often every company will be following these KPIs called revenue, profits and all. So we'll be tracking the progress. As I said you before, KPIs are quantitative in nature, but not qualitative in nature. Qualitative mane to like qualitative means they are descriptive in nature, they are theoretical in nature, but quantitative is nothing but they are in numbers, in percentages. So we can track the progress of the business objectives, we can track the performance, we can measure the performance, we can track the progress of the business objectives or the goals. So as I said you before, revenue is one of the KPI, profit of the company is one of the KPI, and there are many KPIs, guys. In the next slide we will be learning some examples too. So next is identify performance gaps, guys. So KPIs are also used to identify the performance gaps between the desired outcome and achieved outcome. For example, let's take an example of a company's revenue. The objective of the company, the KPI, the objective of the company. Let's assume the objective of the company is to achieve $20 million by the end of next financial year. But I have achieved only $15 million. So there is a gap between my desired outcome, desired state as well as achieved outcome. So based upon these gaps, I can make some strategies and I can improve my business, right? So KPIs are used to identify the performance gaps too. Next is make data driven decisions. As I said you before, everything we can make decisions, we can make suggestions, we can make recommendations by using data only. We cannot make suggestions. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work by making the decisions with the gut feeling. Sometimes it work or sometimes it don't work, it does not work. But by making decisions with the help of data, by doing recommendations with the help of data, there is a sure shot 100% proof that it will work. Why? Because data will be saying us we are doing something wrong and we need to improve करके. But gut feeling से कुछ नहीं होगा. It may work sometimes and it may not work sometimes. But data driven recommendations gives us 100% results. So KPIs are also used for making data driven recommendations. Next is it will be aligning team with the business goals. So as I said you before, company's business goal or objective is to achieve 20%, not sorry, not 20%, $20 million by the end of next year. So based upon that common goal, all the teams will be working on that one particular common goal only, right? So KPIs are used for tracking progress, identifying the performance goals, making data-driven decisions, and they will be KPIs will be aligning teams with business goals too. So let's see some of the examples of KPIs. So let's see some of the examples of KPIs in this particular slide, guys. Revenue growth is one of the KPI. Why? Because it is quantifiable in nature. We can measure the revenue. Next is customer retention rate. We can measure customer retention rate too. We can measure the net promoter score. We can measure the operating margin. We can measure the employee turnover rate. We can measure the website conversion rate too. All these are expressed in percentages or numbers. As I said you before, KPIs are quantitative in nature, not qualitative in nature. So all these are quantitative, right? Revenue growth, customer retention rate, net promoter score, employee turnover rate, website conversion rate. All these are quantitative in nature. We can measure the progress. We can track the progress. We can track the performance of all these KPIs. So these are the examples of KPIs, guys. So yeah, in this particular slide, we will be learning about metrics. So you can call metrics as a subset of KPIs, key performance indicators. So let's see what is the definition of metrics. Metrics are quantifiable measures are used to track performance. As I said you before, metrics are the subsets of KPIs, but they are more detailed than KPIs. For example, revenue growth is one of the KPI, but page views per session, customer churn out rate, these are the metrics which are more detailed than KPIs. KPI माने तो high level, metrics माने तो low level. You can think like that. All KPIs are metrics, but not all metrics are KPIs. As I said you before, metrics are the subsets of KPIs, but KPIs are not the subsets of metrics. So that is the reason why all KPIs are metrics. Metrics can be inside the KPIs, but KPIs cannot be inside the metrics. So let's see some of the examples of metrics, guys. Page views per session, marketing metrics. So page views per session of the app or of the website is one of the metric. Average resolution time. Average resolution time is nothing but a customer support का metric है. Next, cost per unit, operations metric. So this is some more detailed than KPIs. KPIs is high level, guys. High level, quantifiable. What you can say, KPIs are high level quantifiable metric. Metrics are low level quantifiable metric. You can say like that. Next is inventory turnover, supply chain metric. So these are some more detailed than KPIs. Metrics are the subset of KPIs. You can learn like that. You can remember like that, right? So next is business drivers, guys. Business drivers are nothing but they may be the internal factors or external factors which directly impact your business. As simple as that. Which will be directly impacting your business growth, business revenue, business profit, business loss. They may be internal or external factors, but they will be directly impacting your business. As simple as that, right? So let's see the definition. Business drivers are the internal or external factors that directly impact the performance and the growth of the business. So as I said you before, they will be directly impacting. There may be internal factors or external factors, but they will be directly impacting the business. For example, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence nowadays is directly impacting the business. So that is one of the business driver. So let's see some of the examples of business drivers, guys. Pricing strategy. Pricing strategy is nothing but it is one of the internal strategy which will be affecting the business revenue, profit and loss. So pricing strategy is one of the example of business drivers. So next is customer satisfaction. Based upon customer satisfaction is an external factor which will be directly affecting your business. If the customer satisfaction is more, they will be recommending to other people. That is nothing but a net promoter score. If the customer satisfaction is lesser, they will be not recommending to other people, which can affect your business, which can affect the retention, which can affect the referrals, which can affect the revenue, and which can affect the profit and loss. Next is product innovation. That is a internal factor which can directly impact your business. Next is employee productivity. Same internal factor which can directly impact your business. If the employee productivity and employee morality is good, yeah, business will be growing. If the employee morality and the employee productivity is less, business will not be growing. As simple as that. And economic conditions. Economic conditions are nothing but external. What you can say, external factors which will be directly impacting the business, like per capita income of the what you can say per capita income of the customer or the people, inflation, and all these economic conditions which are external, which can directly affect the business. So these are the examples of business drivers, metrics, and KPIs. So let's see how they are interlinked with each other. करके. So let's see what is the consultant's workflow. They will be identifying the business drivers. So in the first step, they will be identifying the business drivers. What are the internal factors and external factors which are affecting my business? करके. Next is they will be tracking the relevant metrics for the business drivers. And they will be after tracking the relevant metrics, they will be defining the KPIs with the client goals, right? KPIs can be revenue growth, profit, customer retention, and all these things. So after identifying the business goals, they will be tracking the relevant metrics, and after tracking the relevant metrics, they will be defining the KPIs, key performance indicators, based upon the second step, that is nothing but relevant metrics, tracking relevant metrics, which is aligned with the client goal as well as business goal, right? So yeah, next they will be monitoring and recommending improvements, as simple as that. So this is the way these three are interlinked with each other. First business drivers, next metrics, and next KPIs. So let's see a real world example so that you can understand more clearly. Client goal is to increase monthly revenue. See, this is a we will be following the forward reasoning approach, guys. Why? Because there is no particular clear desired outcome. So client goal is increase monthly revenue. What are the business drivers? Digital marketing will be directly impacting your business. It is a internal factor. Product pricing, internal factor. Website speed, internal factor. So these three can directly affect your business. These three can directly affect your business revenue, profit, and all. Apart from this, there are economic conditions which can directly affect your business, political conditions, legal conditions, and all these conditions which can directly impact your business. So as per this, what you can say, as per this client goal, client problem statement case, business drivers are digital marketing, product pricing, and website speed, which can directly impact your business. Next are metrics, traffic. Traffic is nothing but how many people who are visiting your website, or how many people who are visiting your store, or how many people who are visiting your application. So that is the traffic metric. So next is cart abandonment rate. Cart abandonment rate is nothing but customers are going to the checkout process, but they are not moving forward. They are not doing the payment. They are returning back. So that is cart abandonment rate. So that is one of the metric. Next is average order value. Average order value you can understand by reading that metric only. Order value is one of the metric. So based upon these metrics, they will be defining the KPIs. So third one is KPIs. So based upon the metrics, they will be defining the KPIs like monthly revenue rate, customer rate, conversion rate, customer acquisition rate, customer lifetime value, and all these are the KPIs which are defined by using metrics, and metrics are defined by using business drivers, as simple as that, right? So consultants suggests improving website speed plus target discounts is equal to revenue. So this is a solution which consultants have given by analyzing, by doing business drivers, by identifying the business drivers, metrics, and KPIs. So this is a real world example of what you can say. This is the real world example of business drivers, metrics, and KPIs. Next, why this is crucial for management consulting, helps in problem solving and opportunity discovery. So as simple as that, guys. Supports a data backed decision making. As I said you before, you cannot make every decision with the help of your gut feeling. Data gives you short decision making. So that is the reason why you will be using business drivers, KPIs, and metrics. Next is drives strategic alignment with the leadership. As simple as that. Next, key takeaways. KPIs track progress towards business goals. As I said you before, they will be tracking the business. They will be measuring the business objectives. They will be measuring the business goals and all these things. Next is metrics measure specific performance elements. For example, let's take a website. They will be measuring only specific performance elements. So for example, let's take cart abandonment rate. They will be measuring the cart abandonment rate. They will be measuring the customer satisfaction in the, what you can say, customer satisfaction in the app or website. They will be measuring the customer engagement. They will be measuring the session time of a page view and all these things. Metrics are nothing but they are the subsets of the KPIs. You can remember like this. Third one is business drivers influence both metrics and KPIs, as simple as that. So business drivers will be influencing the metrics as well as KPIs. Next is consultants connect to all these to deliver measurable impact that we have seen in the last real world case study, right? So they have connected, they have interlinked the business drivers, metrics, and KPIs to give some solutions, to give some measurable impact solutions, right? So this is all about the business drivers, KPIs, and metrics. Guys, in the next video, we will be learning about some more about the management concept concepts. Bye.